Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. The Council of Ministers review in today's session the efforts exerted to bring things back to normal in the areas affected by the cyclone in the governorates of Dhofar and Worcester. Council of Ministers expresses its thanks to all military, security, civil and media sectors for the pioneering role they played during the adverse weather condition. The National Programme for Developing Youth Skills is launched. And water and electricity services are restored and roads are reopened in the wilayats affected by the adverse weather condition. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Dr. Ilham Haydar Aliyev of Azerbaijan in reply to a cable of greetings sent earlier by His Majesty the Sultan on the occasion of him being elected as the President of the Republic. Due to the adverse weather condition affected the governorates of Dhofar and Worcester, and as per the continuous keenness of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos to provide the comprehensive care for citizens of the Sultanate and exerts all efforts to protect the safety of citizens and their properties, the Council of Ministers reviewed in its session today the process of following up the adverse weather condition aftermath witnessed by the governorate of Dhofar and Worcester so as to bring back the normal condition affected areas. The Council expressed its thanks and gratitude to all entities, especially the affiliates of the Ministry of Defence, Sultan's Armed Forces, Royal Guard of Oman, Royal Oman Police, Security Apparatus, the National Committee for Civil Defence, Meteorology Department, Media Services, especially the Public Authority for Radio and Television, Press, ministries and other units concerned for what they have provided during the 24-hour of guidance and exchanging news of weather condition to keep safe citizens and expatriates. The Council forwards its condolences to the families of the deceased who were caught up in the cyclone condition in the Sultanate and the neighbouring countries. His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, expressed satisfaction and appreciation to citizens' response and the efforts exerted to protect all gains achieved under the leadership of His Majesty the Sultan. His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of Diwan of Royal Court, launched today the National Programme for Developing Youth Skills, which will focus on Fourth Industrial Revolution trends. Application for the programme will start during the coming days with months, and first training session will be in August. The national programme includes 2 tracks. The first track targets individuals whose age ranges 15 to 17. The trainees will be introduced to concepts relating to programming, robotic, digital media and other relevant concepts. The second track will target the youth generation whose age ranges from 18 to 29 in order to train them on ethics, skills and knowledge pertaining to the fourth industrial evolution, which will ultimately create a realistic knowledge sport capable of bringing transformative shifts in various business fields in the Sultanate. In a statement released by the Minister of Diwan of Royal Court for the launch of the National Programme for Youth Skill Development, His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi gave an overview on the programme, stating the new programme will complement the previous 2 programmes for both the public and private sectors. His Excellency also stated the program will benefit 3,000 applicants and train them in various practical concepts and knowledge concerning the fourth industrial revolution. His Excellency stressed that the program comes in line with His Majesty's continuous care and vision to equip Omani citizens with necessary knowledge and skills. Various institutions of the state have worked hard to bring back services to the areas affected by Cyclone Mekono in the Governorate of Dhofar. Thamreit Marmul Haima Road was reopened for the public along with Sada Hasek Road. The new Salalah Health Centre and Titum Health Centre were opened today. Electricity supply was restored in the wilaya of Mirbat, Al-Dahriz, South Sahlnout, Okad and Raisout in the wilaya of Salalah along the area of Al-Mataf in the wilaya of Thamreit. Water supply network in the wilaya of Salalah was repaired and telecommunication services were restored to large parts of the western area of the wilaya of Rakyut and the neighboring areas. Regarding food supply, a number of ships carrying food commodities reached the wilayats of Sada and Dalkhut, while other state institutions continue works to fix all damages to bring things back into normal as soon as possible. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Saud Al-Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defence Affairs, visited a number of work team sites related to Sultan Armed Forces and Engineering Services to follow the efforts exerted during the weather condition in the Governorate of Dhofar, including headquarters of Infantry Brigade Command 11, Sultan Armed Forces in Salalah, Engineering Services and the Naval Unit of Royal Navy of Oman in Salalah Port and Air Base. His Excellency commended all the units for their efforts, efficiency and readiness to restore the affected area in the Governorate of Dhofar. The State Council Office praised citizens for their solidarity during the weather condition Mekono in the Governorate of Dhofar and Al-Wusta. The office also discussed a proposal by Culture, Media and Tourism Committee regarding challenges facing handicraft industries. His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud Al-Mantari, Chairman of the State Council, headed the meeting. His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mahsin Al-Shiraiki, Inspector General of Police and Customs, met the work groups in the Civil Defence Subcommittee to follow the latest updates on restoration efforts. His Excellency thanked the role of citizens and residents for their cooperation and contribution in implementing the planned procedures to bring things back to normal. His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Harrasi, Chairman of Public Authority for Radio and Television, confirmed during his visit to the affected radio and TV building, I-10 station and the transmission station in Dhofar that the damages will immediately be repaired. His Excellency thanked all staff from the Public Authority for Radio and Television and from public, private and civil institutions for their efforts, support and cooperation during Mekono. Water supply network were restored to the areas affected by Mekono cyclone in the wilaya of Salalah in the Dhofar Governorate, whilst other areas were supplied with water tanks. The main area in the wilaya of Salalah and the Dhofar Governorate witnessed water disruption, power cut and lack of telecommunication services due to the flooding wadis. Around 4 electricity lines feeding wilaya of Salalah were cut as a result of weather condition. It is worth mentioning that work continues to bring back main services to the affected areas. Social responsibility in the private sector was a theme of the second Ramadan evening of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry that was held at the OCCI headquarters. His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Saeed Al Kalbani, Minister of Social Development, presided over the event. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan Al Rahbi has more details in the following report.
The concept of social responsibility and the importance of setting a framework for it in the Sultanate and the role of the private sector and the national efforts aimed at promoting social responsibility were the main themes discussed at the second Ramadan session for Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
We are trying to promote for the best practices. And we are trying to tell the entities that this is the way forward, because the benefit of doing the right corporate social responsibility or the best practice of corporate social responsibility is in benefit of the company itself at the first level, and then the benefit of the community. It is legal and it is right to be commercial and make profit. It is required, and then to basically benefit the community, don't have negative environmental impact, and so on.
A number of business owners and individuals concerned with economic affairs in general and social responsibility in particular attended the session. The participants also discussed some of the social responsibility leading models in the private sector, promoting charitable work in the Sultanate, supporting small and medium enterprises, and the laws, legislations, and the challenges concerning social responsibility programs.
One of the main challenges, I think, is the flood of requests that coming, with just for actually the sake of it, I could say, because many of those requests lack actually the sustainability factor. So we have a mechanism actually to filter those and then actually evaluate all those requests in order to arrive to those who are actually sustainable. Another one is actually the risk of duplication and overlapping. Having those, I think, in a more coordinated manner, mapped out against the priorities of the nation would be very useful for the private sector.
Some private sector companies announced at the event a number of social responsibility investment projects. Oman Liquefied Natural Gas, LNG, revealed that its projects in this field amounted to more than $300 million, while Petroleum Development Oman, PDO, reported that its social responsibility projects exceeded 18 million Omani riyals.
Indeed, social responsibility is an integral part of the private sector roles towards enhancing the local economy and eventually achieving sustainable development. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan Al Rahbi, Muscat.
Here are the Ramadan times for tomorrow. Fajr prayers will be at 3:55 a.m. and Maghrib prayers will be at 6:53 p.m. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we enter tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Council of Ministers review in today's session the efforts exerted to bring things back to normal in the areas affected by cyclone in the governorates of Dhofar and Worcester. Council of Ministers expresses its thanks to all military, security, civil and media sectors for the pioneering role they played during the adverse weather conditions. The National Programme for Developing Youth Skills is launched. And water and electricity services are restored and roads are reopened in the wilayats affected by the adverse weather conditions. With that, we come to the end of today's news bulletin. From all of us here in the studios and the newsroom, it's good night.